I see. So you guys are still really close to one another then?
I go out a lot still with Brett to get lunch and such. He said he'll be coming to this class reunion as well. He hasn't changed a bit since school, if that matters at all to you.
Is that right? Well, then him and I should be able to talk to one another like we always did.
I'm sure you'll be able to talk with me the same way as well, right? To be honest, I'm still really sorry about what happened back then. I can tell I was still a child then, and I'm glad I'm finally grown up now. The whole reason you and Brett were never able to be a thing is all my fault, right?
Would you stop that? That's all in the past now, all right? I don't blame you for any of what went on then.
But right as you were about to start talking to Brett about your feelings, I got confessed to by Trudy, and I let it happen right there in front of you both. I feel so selfish for doing that to you. I'm so sorry, Shelby.
I told you to not apologize for that. I myself never thought something like that would happen right then. You and her had always been a bit strange with one another, but I'm thankful you always stuck around me and Brett while having to deal with Tina.
But actually, back then I was kind of into the both of you at the same time. Had I not let what happened happen, then maybe you and Brett would have been able to date. That's how I felt about that situation ever since.
Huh? Really? Wait, I never knew that you had feelings for me as well. Are you all right? If something like that gets out, you might be making Brett pretty upset with you.
Well, that was all a long time ago, right? We're both able to talk about things like that while laughing. He's even told me that he's really looking forward to seeing you at the event.
Wow. I'm a little bit nervous now. I'm really looking forward to seeing him myself.
I hope you're looking forward to seeing me as well, though.
Of course, I'm excited to see you too. You and I haven't really talked in ages, so it'll be nice to see how you've been and catch up. I'll make sure to make up some extra special foods for you then as well. I hope you'll enjoy all of it.
Wait, you work at that Spanish restaurant right now? Are you working part-time there or something?
What are you talking about? I thought that this class reunion was going to have to be taking place at my bar that I run. Since I'm the one running it, Tina said it would be easier to have an event there since I can make the place private for the day.
Huh? But the restaurant that Tina sent me a link to where she reserved course dinners is at a Spanish restaurant. What's going on here?
That idiot. I see what's going on here now. She told me that she had nothing against me now, but that's not true at all.
Wait, what's going on here, Shelby? What's she planning on doing here?
I'll explain it to you in just a bit. Oh, this is not good. I'm going to be late. I'm sure that everyone is already there and ready to party, right? I'm sure right now you're freaking out, right? Oh, hi, Tina. I was just thinking about sending you a message about this. I'm glad you thought the same thing. I'm sure you're freaking out over the fact that nobody's come to your bar yet, right? Well, that's because I'm going to have to cancel that reservation I had there for 40 people. I actually really hate your freaking guts still, so I wanted to make sure to take down your bar in one swift move. So that's why nobody has even shown up yet. But we're all here having a great time right now. Thank you for getting me all these people to come and enjoy my bar's drinks and cooking. Today I think I might make enough in profits to be able to take all of next month off. What? What are you talking about? I knew about your plans to try and hurt me, so I made sure to make a solution of that right away before the day of the reunion. So that's why the only person that's going to be left in pain is you, Tina. All of the people you and Gavin invited have all shown up to my bar and are having a great time. Huh? There's no way that's the case. I already went ahead and told everyone that even would be nice taking place at this Italian restaurant that I booked. I have a reservation there for 40 people to get course dinners served to them tonight. That's what I heard. But after talking to everyone myself about what's happened, they all understood the situation and decided to come to my bar instead. What did you say? I'm surprised everyone is just as friendly with me as I remember. All I had to do was talk to a few of them, and the news of what you were up to spread like wildfire. I really didn't have to do a whole lot to get them to come here. Gavin even came and helped me out, and the transition was so smooth.
Gavin went and helped you out as well? Are you telling me even now you and him are still a thing?
Come on, Tina. I've already told you so many times now that him and I were never a thing. Him and I have always been close friends, and so even now him and I were able to talk to one another like friends. And well, as we were talking a little while back, he mentioned something that made me realize what you were up to. Gavin realized that you had still not grown up and chose to come and help me instead.
So, in other words, you're saying that Gavin now thinks of me as a bad person?
I'm thinking that everyone at this reunion now thinks of you as a bad person, or at least worse than you were back in high school. You're like the same old schoolgirl that you were years ago, never maturing and staying the exact same way. I sort of feel bad for you for never being able to grow out of your old kid's clothing. Well, if you've not been told this already, holding on to your past like that and trying to hurt me still is not something that will treat you well in your adult years.
Why the hell is this happening? The fact that Gavin has gone to your side in this manner means that he's definitely your boyfriend. I'm sure you both have been together ever since school and never broke up. So now you think you can mess with me because I was never able to be with him? You're a jerk, you absolute witch.
No. Are you ever going to listen to anything anyone ever says to you? You were the one planning to mess with me first by making this reservation at my bar and then canceling it last minute. The only person here who has been a witch is you. And it's not just Gavin that's on my side, but everyone else from school.
No freaking way. Why did you even figure out about my plan? I bet you hated the idea of me being able to throw a reunion with the help of Gavin and did something to win him over to you again. I've been fooled for the last time.
Come on. You are not listening to me, Trudy. He was the one to contact me first about all of this. And him and I would never have anything together because he's already married now. He never had any plans of making things happen with you either.
Huh? Gavin? He's married currently?
Yes, he's both married and has kids of his own now. That means no matter what you expected to happen, he wasn't going to do anything with you. And actually, he kind of hates you still, especially now.
This is a straight up lie. Gavin and I used to always be so close to one another in school. And when him and I were getting people to come to the reunion, we both worked so well together as a couple. He was so happy to be with me inviting all those people.
There it is. You are too far lost in this dream world of yours. Gavin just happens to be a nice guy and wanted to help you set up the class reunion. That's all. He happens to have a lot of friends from school still, so he thought it would help you out a lot having him around. None of his help had anything to do with him wanting to take things further with you or anything.
That's just what you want to keep believing, right? He would never say that he hates me like you've said.
But right now, Gavin is standing right next to me. He has been looking at my phone while I text you, and he's been laughing about it.
What? You're lying. What does Gavin really think of me then?
He thinks of you as just another rude witch. You would always try to confess to him in school, no matter how many times he told you no. And even now, he sort of feels as though you've been stalking him or something. I think he really does not care for you at all, Tina, so just let him go.
He would never say something like that about me.
But he's been saying that about you right now. But if you really want to hear it from him, then why don't you just talk to him? I have no reason to really know about any of this since it's between you both. I don't care about who you're into or about who you think likes you back. I have a life of my own, and I always have had one. And it's never revolved around you trying to get with Gavin.
No way. He's really thought of me like that then? I always thought that him and I were so close to one another, but you have ended up getting in the way of us once again, causing the love that we had for each other to die out.
No, I have not. I just happen to hang out with Gavin a lot as a friend, and it was only because I happened to really like his friend Brett a lot. And even if he did start to like me or me him, I'm sure we would rather just be friends than anything else. So whatever you think's been happening between us has never actually been true.
But look, you got in the way of him and I. You made him look away from me and towards you. That's why he ended up liking you over me and wanting to hang out with you more and more.
God, this is so stupid. I only ever started to hang out with Gavin because I liked Brett, and I never did anything else to make him like me any. He was well aware that you liked him, but he had other things going on that kept him away from you. So please stop thinking of things like that.
But in the end, he never went out with me. Because of you, my love for him was never cared for.
That had nothing to do with me. Rather, it was all because you made him hate you. So stop blaming people for your lack of being a good person, all right? It's childish. Also, you happen to be hated by a lot of people in school. All of the girls in our class hated you, right? Well, a lot of the guys started to see that and were wondering why people didn't like you.
What? A lot of the other girls in our class hated me. That's just because I was the most